people living in all this snow celebrate anything. Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right? Come... Oh, wait a sec. That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform. All in black. Surely they're not... The Interast you still don't remember? Never mind, it's not that important. There's only one way to find out. Let's... Hi, do you work for the Interastral people?
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
To take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit.
Phew! You scared the life out of me! We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely you 2 aren't...
Huh? Jeez, can you be a little more humble?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day.
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the Express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect, but I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right?
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast... Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number. As if anyone would ever believe that.
You 2 make a cute pair. Anyway,
The universe is huge. Yet we... Come on, let's head into the city. Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main... Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally finally made some friends. I wonder what... hey, quick!
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready. Heartbeats will shake.
Is that Pela?
Next, I'll be introducing the history of the Bellabog's History and Culture Museum. Was founded so hungry. It was built to memorialize... Guess what? I heard there's gonna be a Silvermane adventure camp opening in the overworld soon. It's gonna be Also, those who sacrificed their lives in the war against the invaders. 700...
Miss Pela, Peter's falling asleep.
Enough! From now on, no whispering aloud. If you don't want to have any homework later, you'd better start listening.
Sorry, Miss Pela.
That's better.
Oh, I never knew Pela had a strict side.
Norbert, why don't you tell everyone selling cultural relics and impersonating Silvermane guards?
Well, it was...
I remember. Your uncle is...
yes, you...
You're shameless, Norbert. Not to be rude, but if I were thrown in jail, I wouldn't...
Do you think I wanted to?
Well,
Get off my back, Will.
Looks like things are getting phew. Who'd say? I think we should or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Bellabog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Bellabog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt can... Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy...
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Bellabog. I hope that I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Everything all right, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so...
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Bellabog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to rep. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about this. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal... It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were... Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Yarillo 6. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC, it was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could... I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now... I must ask you and the Astral Express for help.
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will Yeah, after all, this guy here is a pretty good
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can...
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She's... Okay, got it. She's at the museum. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Mountain and marsh from top to bottom. The third to last line means... someone's slacking off right now.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other. Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful. Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh, you two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of... Hey! Nobody agreed to that! We're actually here on behalf of Bronya. It's just, you know, given Belobog's circumstances, it isn't exactly a wash with money right now. The Belobogians don't have the means.
I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one. The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
So you're basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one? I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Where'd they go? They must be off playing. Come to think of it, This little guy's on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. Chill out. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Arillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this.
So, what now? We spent... You sure? I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. All these vested interests. So, did someone send you a message? Huh? The eyepiece? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. And now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute. Again? I guess complaining won't get us anywhere.
One's hexagrammatic position is always in flux. Planning is paramount.
Zila!
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything. Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding... You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any idea?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously... Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting with...
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in... Potaz, Pazto... Whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those Hey, you two!
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. what's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start...
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to...
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you've no need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Stay back, Clara. Hide.
Converge and awaken. Human creations. No matter.
Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara. Annihilate.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? What a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready. Ready for action? Let's get moving.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss.
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who'd have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Urilo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of no one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Urilo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code, or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw. I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons. Enough to crush the Legion's van. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurilo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show...
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful...
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side. Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
All the miners here. How do...
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots...
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little...
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a...
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look? Sounds like you two are getting along. What's num... Seriously? You actually...
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything!
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
Take that, Clara.
Oh, Mr. Sora!
Mission command. Mission command. Take that, Clara. Annihilate.
Oh, Mr. Sora!
The dead return!
Together as one.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
All things shift in divination.
Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side?